years, we worked on the restoration of the prairie, and this is a pocket prairie. Much of the hill country had these tall grass species, but they were lost from development and grazing, and you don't see these grasses anywhere anymore. There's less than 1% of the native tall grass prairie left in Texas, so we're very excited to have this little pocket prairie where kids can really get lost in it. You can get lost in it. There's trails that go through. Imagine, my ancestors riding through this, not knowing if there was a Comanche hiding in it. But it's a real privilege to have it, and it's because of volunteers and our citizen scientists. Our citizen scientists are volunteers that do research on this whole nature center and the farm, and they document the birds, the snakes, the grasses, the ants. I mean, there's not a safe creature on the property. Everything gets counted and documented. But it helps us to know whether we're managing our land appropriately.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. So what we hear, I've learned that history is sort of whoever tells the story makes history. But what we hear is that when the pioneers came and during the Civil War years, that a lot of these cypress trees were cut and used for building all the things that needed to be built, either for war or for houses. But some obviously lasted longer. But if you look at most of them, this is mostly second growth. But you look at this tree, you see these old stumps along here?
Yeah.
During the drought in the 1950s, it was a 7-year drought.
Oh.
And most of the cypress on upstream and downstream died, and a lot of them along here. And then right in 57, right when the drought was ending, there was a fire that came through here, and so a lot of the trees were cut, were burned and then cut over time. So this is not all old growth cypress, but you can still see some of them that are these big survivor trees. But we're happy to be the guardians of these trees now.